I mean, I do know that if you put hot dogs and macaroni and cheese, it's fantastic.
Hey, you're listening to It's Not That Late.
Weren't you going to do live?
No, you were going to say live. And
I thought I came in after live. Now I'm really confused.
Hi, you're listening to It's Not That Late live.
It's not live.
Oh, yeah.
With DJ Dave and Company. Oh, never mind. I screwed up. I was going to interrupt you some more. Go ahead. We'll do it.
Take whatever. Hi, you're listening to It's Not That Late live.
It's not live.
Oh, yeah. With DJ Dave and Company.
He hasn't done it for 10 years.
With company, okay, it's not that late. We did technically drop the live with DJ Dave and Company, probably
a while ago.
A while ago. Mid 2010s.
We were still in 12 tone.
Yeah.
12 tone was still functioning.
Yeah.
We were still weekly.
Yes.
And
although we didn't show up weekly.
There were times we didn't show up, but we were there, and we started this whole food testing bullshit.
Yeah, we did do some of the restaurant reviews.
Well, no, that came even beforehand, because we were doing that restaurant stuff with D-Day and Dave. Well, we were doing the best food you could get at Common Sense. You know, eat all our meals at Common Sense, and like on the internet or wherever. TikTok, it's like eating all their meals in a convenience store at the biggest truck stop. Yeah. Basically,
we used to do a lot of cool stuff, and we haven't in a long time.
No, we haven't.
We need to change that. It's not that late.
We should.
INTL. It's not that late. We need it's not that late. It was fun while it lasted. We need to move into a new era, something new. So we're going to do something new. That's essentially kind of what's going on, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
I think that's the direction.
As you can see, there's no video with this. Even though, right now, I don't have everything else set up, so I'll still have to upload this to It's Not That Late, probably YouTube. And I'll just put I'm going to put some random pictures and random, maybe video. I don't know. Oh, shit. Hit my microphone. I'm just going to put some random visuals with this. So the video does not go with the audio. I'm doing it after the fact. Whatever. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I need to have a little notepad so I can write what I'm talking about. But no, that probably won't work either. I'll just... Anyway, say something, Danny.
You're introducing the podcast.
Podcast, yes.
You're introducing the podcast because we're moving from It's Not That Late Live to WTF Idaho.
He kind of stole the big reveal, but that's what I was saying.
We can always cut and record.
That's too much effort.
Okay.
Yes, that's why there's no video with this. We're actually going to give podcasting a shot because it's a lot easier than dealing with editing video.
Because we were podcasting before podcasting became famous?
Yes, technically what we did was podcast.
We podcasted for 15 years.
Yeah.
Before podcasting hit the radar.
If you look at it historically, it's kind of weird. Basically, originally, there was radio. Just
that's how everything. Well, Pony Express was before that, but yeah, radio was all we had.
When it came to broadcast,
all we had was radio. And once that opened up everything.
Yeah, it started with radio.
I so want to be a ham radio operator because of that knowledge.
Then there was television and public access television. And basically that's when we started doing stuff. And what we did was in 12 tone, we actually stole the sign from the studio.
It was given to you.
But it's cooler if it sounds like I stole it. We stole the sign from the studio.
Yeah, but I thought you wanted me to be interrupting guy.
We have hung it up in my kitchen.
Isn't that what you... Isn't that
Son of a fuck. we
wasn't
can say
that the plan?
We can say fuck when
I
we do
know.
this.
I was just waiting to see.
I'll still. We're still on YouTube. Yeah, we're not on broadcast television, so
Yeah.
it's not even going to be broadcast airwaves at all. It's going to be. Oh wait, as I was saying, rewinding. Yes, that's when we jumped into it. Basically, what we did was in the 12-tone studio for public access, and it was basically podcasting with video. Okay, so after that, then YouTube came along and podcasting, and podcasting essentially was radio, and then people started mixing the two again and doing podcasting with video.
It evolved.
So basically, it goes radio, podcasting with video, radio, podcasting with video. Right now, everybody's in a podcasting with video phase, so we are not going to do that.
Right now, TikTok.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we want to be ahead of the game.
TikTok is the new public access
Legitimately.
because technology. Technology
Yeah.
made it possible so the public can have quality equipment in their palm of their hand, and that's what public access was I could
Yes.
go to a studio, I needed the equipment, and TikTok is where it's at now, and so they're public access. That's
Well, but also a lot of podcasters now also record video.
and they do
And
video.
they do
Yeah.
it basically on YouTube, as well as uploading the audio to podcasting, so people who just want the audio.
So we have
version.
20
But
years experience in this.
basically, no, what I'm saying is we want to be ahead of the game for one. I mean, we're usually ahead of the game with
gonna
what
tr-
we want to
We're
do.
going to try to catch up.
Yeah, well, with what we want to do, we're usually ahead of the game, but when it comes to execution, we're way late.
Well,
and so
I've been
I'm-
dead. So I have an excuse.
we're not going to do my being ahead of the game is just the fact that we're not doing video with this. We're just going to do audio.
Yep.
And because I think that wave is coming back in. People are tired of seeing people like you and me. They just want to hear.
I don't want to be on video
do
anyway. Yeah. No one wants to see my ugly face.
Okay. All that was, we're not ahead of the game. We're very late to the game on podcasting, even though we were doing it long before podcasting was ever podcast.
Before it was titled podcasting.
Yes.
Yeah. And before podcasting, I had my own TV show. Way before.
He's right. I mean, originally his
Way
show,
before.
that show, was in the main studio, which was the television studio. It wasn't the audio /
Yeah.
television studio. So, yes, you are correct.
We've been at this since the 90s.
I'm drinking some wine. Cheap wine.
Dude, I can smell it, and I do not know how.
Do you want some of Rocky's firewater?
Well, hard liquor is way easier to drink than anything.
If I put a shot of firewater in front of you, will you drink it right now on the microphone?
Sure.
Oh, hang on 1 second, people.
I'm not afraid to whatever. I just can't stand how I just don't understand how people beer's on the list too, because beer tastes like crap. Now that I offended everybody. And the funny thing is I have all the equipment to brew beer, and I have brewed my own beer quite a lot. So
I just noticed. Oh, it's a shadow. The microphone is casting a shadow on my seat, and it totally looks like someone shit all over it. Anyway, oh, you already drank it. Dang. How was it?
yeah, well,
It was in the freezer, so it's nice and ice cold.
yeah, firewater isn't that. Firewater doesn't even count as alcohol. That's candy, literally. That's just like one of those little, grandma used to have those red candies, those spicy little teeny tiny dots. Anyway,
That's the other nice thing about not doing it at a television studio. We can vape.
right, we don't have restrictions being in a studio setting.
We can fucking vape.
Right. Well,
Yes. So yes, less restrictions. Basically, we're going to be able to say and do whatever, almost whatever we want. Obviously, there are some things that it's like, yes, no, people will hunt you down.
What
and
always
kill
drove
you.
me when I started doing this TV show and all that was I was an Art Bell fan, like huge Art Bell. And then prior to that, in the 80s, there was a show called The Midnight Caller. And I so wanted to be in a big town where I could pick up a late night radio station because of the topics that were talked about. So I was always on the radio looking for anything. So prior to Art Bell, there were other radio shows that would have like dramas or something on that you could get on an AM station, 2 a.m. in the morning, stuff like that. And the other thing was Jerry Lewis's Marathon. So when I did my TV show, I was trying to be Jerry Lewis. So anyway, there's that.
What you were just telling?
Oh, just
You pretty much ended.
yeah, I was done.
Okay, then we'll
Whatever
pick
I
up with
said.
me going, wow, that's very interesting, Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you for that input. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You just brought so much
You're
to
welcome.
whatever this is. This isn't our podcast. This is us announcing that we are going to be doing a podcast.
Isn't that
You're so still.
well? But
There you go. There's like this huge delay. I finished talking,
Yeah.
and then you started to interrupt.
it was a
me.
delayed reaction interruption.
Anyway, so yes, it's probably not going to be the final thing we ever do for It's Not That Late, but for now, as of right now,
We're
we
evolving.
are evolving. Yes.
Or you could say we're devolving.
we're evolving by devolving.
Exactly.
Yes.
We are reinventing fire.
Although technically not. We're just evolving. There's no devolving because even though we're switching to audio-only podcast format, we have the opportunity to
We can always
reach.
do whatever we want.
We have the opportunity to reach a lot more viewers.
We've got all the equipment to do what we want to
Although
do.
they won't be viewers anymore, though. They'll be listeners. So,
Nowadays, they're consumers.
well, we're not making any money off of them. So,
They're still consumers. And
As of right
and
now-
we are content creators.
that would be accurate, but I would disagree with calling them consumers because we're not making any money off them.
If they are listening to our product, they are consuming it.
If we were to charge for this, then
Because
they would be consumers.
That's the data mining aspect. Is we want to know what everybody's doing at every time, and if they're listening to us,
we're
they're
not ma-
consuming it.
We're not making money like, say Spotify or iTunes or wherever we
We're just not
post
smart
it
enough
to.
to make the money. That's why we're not.
Well, like you have to have a shit ton of listeners to be able to make
Yeah, that's
a
our
decent amount of money off of that. So
fault. That's our fault.
they keep most of the money, Spotify, iTunes, whatnot.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to Spotify and iTunes, anyone listening is a consumer. To us, they're not. I would not call them a consumer unless we started making money.
Yeah.
Then you can call them consumers.
Yeah, I
But-
get the technicality, but yeah, they're still consumers.
I don't expect we'll make much money because
No.
we're still going to have a limited audience
No.
just
yeah,
because
we're
of the
not. We're not.
topic that we haven't really announced yet.
Well, no. If
Do
anything, we're gonna have burning crosses in your front yard.
do do we want to announce
No.
the topic
No.
/ title? Well, we got to let people know what to look.
Oh yeah, you
For?
can announce the title of it, but no. No.
I don't. Do we want? Because I kind of want to let people know the title so they know what to look
Well,
for.
yeah, you can tell
look
them the title,
forward
but
to.
nothing about it.
So just say the title. Don't say the
I already
premise
told them the
behind
title
it.
like twice.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah, I already told them twice
When?
earlier.
Play back the tape. I don't believe you.
You can play it back, but I already said it like twice.
Then I didn't hear you. But
So yeah, you can tell give the title. I've already given it.
yeah. So basically, did we settle? I guess we did kind of settle on the title of "What the Fuck, Idaho."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've already, yeah.
So, but you don't want me to give what we're going to be talking about.
Uh-uh.
You don't want me to say anything.
No, don't tell
You
me.
just want the title out there.
Uh-uh.
The title being, "What the fuck, Idaho?"
Right. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I already told him.
Did
It'll be on the tape.
when
You listen to it, you'll hear me.
Well, if Danny did
I
say
already
it,
slipped it in there
then
twice.
you already knew. But
We were talking about it when I slipped it in, too.
I thought that was like way earlier,
Hi.
like before we started actually recording.
When you listen to it, you'll hear it. Yeah, I totally slipped it in.
I guess it doesn't matter. Yes, the podcast will be titled "What the Fuck, Idaho," and oh yeah, I can't go. I'm trying to train myself to when I
They
tell
can
people
tune in and find out.
what it would be about, and I can't do it right now because Danny won't let me.
They can
Yes, you'll have to tune in to find out. Find out why me and Danny
how offensive we can be.
have started a podcast called "What the Fuck, Idaho." And that's not all. It's not just going to be me and Danny. Because a certain somebody has like bailed twice on trying to record the first episode. It's legitimate reasons, but because of that, I don't want to announce anybody yet in case they say
We will
can't."
have guests.
Yes, but there will be more than just me and Danny. It will not be this boring.
Wow.
For anyone that used to watch It's Not That Late.
So it's basically It's Not That Late with company. It's just not live anymore.
Well,
And it's not with
Yeah.
DJ Dave.
but to anyone who used to watch It's Not That Late, you remember when it was like me, Danny, and Dave, and there were more people in the studio, and it was fun and awesome. And then there were the episodes where only 2 people would show up, and they were boring as fuck.
Well, it's
Just like this.
It's always better when there's
Just like this that we are doing right now. It's just
you gotta
too.
have a
Yeah.
third weed.
Yes, there's got to be someone else to make it interesting. So, because me and Danny are the boring ones, right?
That's what my girlfriend says.
You don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Oh wait,
No.
should we talk about that?
No.
Let's talk about that, Danny. So,
No.
Okay.
None of this.
okay, we won't talk about that. But I do want to throw out just a random question for anyone watching this right now. What would you do in this situation?
No. This, I can't even make fun of this. This has evolved into nope.
So that will be a nope topic.
That's a nope. That's a hard nope.
Because for anyone else curious, a little bit more about the podcast there are going to be very few topics that are a nope. And like Danny just came up with the first one. I can't think of a single other topic that we
nope.
are not going to address when it comes to personal things that happen to us. Or
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be more, but that's a hardcore nope. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that I'm not going to put on a podcast.
so. You got to give us something, though.
Oh, well, I've got plenty of stuff. I mean, I was going to do the podcast standing tonight because I know tomorrow my boyfriend will fix it. So that's a good little joke right there. Oh, dude, I've never told you about my boyfriend. I have.
Your physical therapist?
Oh, yeah, my physical therapist. Things he does to me, though. My goodness. That's a comedy bit.
That basically, if you want to
That's
know
hilarious.
some of the things that Danny's physical therapist does to him, you are going to have to tune in to the very first episode of What the Fuck, Idaho.
I don't know if we can put that in.
No, you're putting it in. You're going to tell at least just one of the stories. You have several.
Well, I guess I did tell him I was going to do it as a stand-up bit, so... yeah.
So on the first episode, even though that doesn't really, we'll find a way to tie it into the theme of What the Fuck, Idaho.
Well, see, it's just something Because way back in the day, I did stand up at ISU, whatever, because I did the show, and so for some stupid reason, I think I'm going to do stand up again. And I've got tons of stuff, and that happens to be one that'll be a bit, because it's actually hilarious. But anyway.
But yes, on the very first episode, you will get a little snippet of that stand-up routine by Danny.
Maybe if I can translate, because see, if you're doing a bit in front of a crowd, total different story. Because if I'm gonna try to pull off a bit on a microphone,
well, there'll be more than one person in front of you. Three's a crowd, right?
Different. Well, it's just like
okay, you don't have to do it like a stand-up, but you. I want you to.
I want the night I did it at.
No, I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want you to do it as a stand-up bit. I want you to just tell us while we're all sitting here recording that first episode. You have to tell us one of the stories. Do you think your physical therapist might hear it?
Oh, I already told him I'm going to use it as a bit. I'm not going to use his name.
He knows it'll be out there.
I'm not going to use his name.
We're not going to use his name. We'll just tell everybody which.
It's not even one dude. It's like several.
We'll just tell.
It's who's ever available. Whoever gets the time slot.
We won't name names. We'll just tell everybody which clinic they work at.
Well,
what were we talking about? We took a little break there. Danny had.
Well, just because I was going to stand up.
Danny's dealer showed up and
my physical therapist will fix it tomorrow, and I called him my boyfriend.
Yes. Oh yes.
Just because he's gonna massage me. So.
Yeah. Full body.
No. Just kind of.
Does he
lower regions?
Does he do a complete job? If you know what I mean. Let's just say
he has said, "Wow, you look drained."
Let's just say Danny has discovered that if you force the body and muscles in certain positions just right, you can get an automatic erection.
No, I have not found this. I have not found this at all. This isn't a discovery. No, this just exists. I had never been massaged before. So, when being massaged, things happen. Enough said?
Well, okay, see, the way I phrased it doesn't make you sound gay.
Oh,
you just basically said if a guy massages you, you get an erection.
Yeah, but see, no.
That's what you just said.
If this gets to the internet, everyone's going to chime in. Every dude that's ever had a massage, a lower half leg massage, they're going to go, oh yeah, shit like that happens. Because when it happened, the therapist was like, oh yeah, shit like that happens. I'm like, no.
But
anyway, yeah. So.
I guess your way of saying it is a little more entertaining. Whereas...
Well, that's what I don't want to give away, because I'm almost giving away the details now. See, that's why I didn't even want to get in.
We're not going to. We're done talking about it. If you want to hear more, you've got to tune into the first episode of What the Fuck, Idaho.
And my boyfriend.
And we...
See, that's the part.
We don't.
That's the part that I'm like, I'll probably not want to say, because he's going to hear it, and that might be a little too far, even though the jokes were made at the time.
Well, so why is it that girls can have girlfriends, but boys can't have boyfriends?
I do not want a boyfriend at all. I've never wanted to hug a male friend of mine. I never.
Okay, but just to make sure, you wouldn't pass up the opportunity for a girlfriend, though, right?
Right, yeah.
Just making sure.
Girls are better than guys. Yeah, I've never wanted... I mean, I have friends that are guys, but I've never wanted a boyfriend. So, yeah, whatever.
Moving on.
Comments to come. Double entendre. See,
now, okay, so would you really call it homophobic? Because, like, you don't have a problem with gay people.
No,
at all.
I just do a lot of joking, and some people don't get jokes,
but
so they get mad.
See, and the thing is, if you totally agree, but there are jokes to be made. No, someone can't really call you homophobic if you make those jokes, because you're not.
Sometimes they can be received as hate. So it's a fine line that it's better to be avoided than to find out that you just fucked up.
But like making a joke about a guy sucking another guy's cock, okay?
I've made several of those jokes.
It's not homophobic. It's not, hatred.
Yeah.
At least when it comes from you, because if two guys want to do that, great, more power to them. We don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, this topic goes so deep, it's not even hilarious how deep this goes. But yeah, I make fun of stuff and people get mad. So I have to be careful.
Yeah. Gay jokes allowed, in my opinion, because
I'm just saying.
We can constantly remind the gay community we're on your side.
Well, no,
we're just not part of you.
See, it's kind of a funny situation because sometimes the people that get mad at my gay jokes are white guys because everyone else gets it. Man, if this is what the first episode's going to be about, this is a Netflix special. It's either going to be fucking hilarious,
hopefully,
or literally there will be a cross burning in your front yard tomorrow.
Well, hopefully the first episode will be a lot different because, this is kind of morphed into us discussing how we're going to do it.
But if we trigger where this is going to go, I might so pull off a rant here that's going to be hilarious.
Well, we're pretty much at 30 minutes, which is about where I wanted to be for this.
Well, what direction were we going? Let's see if I can trigger my rant, because it will be fantastic.
Do you want to save your rant for Idaho?
Once we have it, we can do whatever we want with it.
It's just going to be a rant. We do a little segment called...
It'll be a gay thing, but... It'll be finally audio that we'll have. Like if you could have recorded when I did the rant in the car from the hospital, that joke, the shit joke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, that joke killed at the Yellowstone when I did it that night. I did 2 jokes there. And that's a thing. I was like, yeah. Anyway.
Is it a rant or is it a...
It's a bit.
Okay.
But it's not the bit we told him I'd say for the first episode, but it's a different bit.
If you want to say it, then we can just
that's why I'm just saying it's almost triggering me to just almost let it roll off the tip of my tongue, which is what we want. Okay, so let's take a few more minutes of going down this rabbit hole to see if we can trigger it, because then we'll have it and we can put it wherever we want.
Or you can just keep that in mind. For when you get that trigger.
Well, let's
we're gonna leave.
Let's just see.
Here's what we're gonna do. Yes, we're gonna leave people waiting and wanting. We're gonna leave people on the edge of their fucking seats.
Because I might not be funny.
No,
I might suck.
Basically, throughout the first few episodes, if you get that trigger, you go in on that rant, and people will be waiting for it.
I might have lost my gift to do my comedy routines.
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's just because there's 2 of us here. If there was a third person...
If there was a crowd here, probably no problem, but...
Yeah, then I think that's why we need to try to keep...
You're performing. When you're on the set of a TV show, even though it was here in Pocatello, I knew there was at least 1,000 people watching me at that moment.
But you see, there will be. You
now
can know that there's going to be people listening. There might only be 3, but you'll.
Like one guy. You and Jack. I'm telling you and Jack a joke. Because anyway,
so that's why
some of my jokes, what they do is they offend white guys.
Well, you can still make fun of white guys. I think white people and Catholics are all that's left. That's all you can make fun of now without getting in trouble is white people and Catholics. And Catholics are, I think, starting to get a little annoyed with it. So we're almost getting to that point where Catholics are going to be like, yeah, no, that's offensive.
I can make fun of anybody, though. And I kind of do make fun of everybody.
Just make fun of everybody equally, and you're not being racist, right?
Well, you've been around me. Do I make fun of everybody equally?
I've never really heard you make fun of any
Okay, tell a joke.
specific type of person.
Tell a joke.
Telling a joke is different, but I've never heard you like personally sitting there having an honest conversation. I've never heard you actually like really trash
Right.
or make fun of
I don't belittle people.
or yes.
Yeah.
Any
I will, however,
specific
have a
group,
giggle.
but you do to an individual person and you do to society as a whole.
I
So-
will have a giggle.
Yeah.
Sometimes people laugh. If they're not laughing with me, then they're burning crosses on the front yard. There's no in between. Either you're calling the cops and want me arrested, or you're on my team. Anyway, yeah, white guys get mad at my gay jokes.
Does it have to do with white guys having tiny dicks?
Most white guys have tiny dicks. I have a tiny dick. I'm just an average white guy.
We're going to get hate mail from white guys. Great, thanks.
I know, man, but everyone finds out. First time you go to bed, it's...
Oh, wait. We're calling this podcast What the Fuck, Idaho. We're getting hate mail from angry white people anyway.
Dude, you're going to get a drive-by at your house. People in Idaho own guns.
Rednecks with shotguns.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too worried. The FBI is right across the street. I don't know. Should we close this out?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
ow. So, yes. Basically, getting back to the original point, it's not that late. I'm not going to see much from there anymore. But you're going to want to listen to the podcast. What the Fuck, Idaho.
We should probably post the podcast to It's Not That Late anyway.
We'll post it,
People know.
at least a few times while we remember, and then eventually we just aren't going to care anymore, I'm sure. But no, we'll try to remember to post every time a new episode goes up to It's Not That Late, and any pages that we create for the podcast. I want to have the title in the podcast, so unfortunately for people, Facebook is not going to be an option. So it's probably just going to be Twitter, and yeah, probably just Twitter, because that's really
What
all.
about Instagram?
Yeah, we could. Well, no, Instagram's owned by Facebook, so I'm sure they wouldn't let us have the title in there either.
I have no idea.
Like even Google, I had to, wanted to set up a Google a Gmail account, and I couldn't do the word fuck.
Oh.
But I was able to do FUK. And I did shorten it to make it easier for people to remember. It's fuckidaho@gmail.com, but fuck is with a K. So it's fukidaho@gmail.com.
Sweet.
So people can send their hate mail directly to us, and we will read every piece of it, and we will love it.
I'm not reading anything.
No,
I'm not reading comments. I'm not reading anything because I don't care.
I told you I thought I told you that I was putting you in charge of all that.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm not.
Just kidding.
I'm not reading anything.
Yes.
I'm not reading
No,
emails, comments.
If you want to send Danny if you are an angry white guy mad at a gay joke that Danny makes in the future and want to send him a message explaining to him why you are offended as a white guy, you can still send it to that email, even if I have to print it off and hand deliver it to Danny to get him to read it. It'll happen.
I won't read.
I'll read it on the air.
I won't listen. I don't care what people think.
So yes, there's the Gmail account, fukidaho@gmail.com, and then there will be a Twitter account, which is @fuckidaho. No weird spelling, because Twitter is cool. Twitter's like Twitter's the cool kids. That's what I've
Dude.
noticed. And Facebook just really is the prudes.
I think
so
TikTok is the cool kid.
Well, I'm talking
Twitter's-
for social media.
Twitter's kind of
TikTok
like an
is just
administrator
you can
type.
post videos, but you can't really do much.
Yeah, Twitter
else
just
than
puts a
that. I
memo
don't know.
out. And
Yeah.
yeah, they're kind of administrators. TikTok's like the cool kid. All the cool kids hang out on TikTok.
Well, I'm talking not where the cool kids hang out. I'm talking between Facebook and Twitter. Twitter is the cool kids.
Oh, well, yeah. I totally think you
Facebook.
should bag Facebook.
Facebook are the
altogether.
nerds.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Basically, we're going to be trying to do, or pretty much doing everything on Twitter. And people can just rag on us all day. We encourage people to rag on us.
I'm not reading any. I
'Cause
don't
I
have
guarantee-
Twitter on my phone.
I guarantee.
I'm not even putting it on my phone.
There's one thing I can almost guarantee
Hate
in the
mail. I
podcast.
know there's going to be hate mail.
No, that I can guarantee the listeners is that I'm sure we are going to offend somebody, even if it's just using the word fuck. Because I have a lot of people on my Facebook that if I post, they might actually try to listen, and then as soon as they hear that word, they'd be, "Oh my gosh, he's going to hell! I can't believe he said that. That's so."
I try to never post on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't think I have posted on Facebook. I think I shared something like a month ago, and prior to that, it was like a month before that. And like the last thing I posted, I saw a cool article. I think it was on NPR about No, this was about. It was like a story of a father-daughter situation where he was so into all the like basically fake shit coming across Facebook and social media that
Oh, you
like,
sent me one
they-
from NPR about weed.
they can't even
You didn't send me that one.
they can't even like have a civilized conversation anymore. It's just like tore their relationship apart because he's so into all that conspiracy theory bullshit. So I shared that, but because that has been a major problem. The internet, we'll get into it on the podcast. I'm not going to get into it right now. We're way over what I expected to do for time-wise.
Oh, when you cut it up, we'll probably barely make 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, yes,
Because we had a lot of shop talk.
true. So follow at Fuck Idaho on Twitter, and you can email questions, comments, stuff like that to fukidaho@gmail.com. And that will be the two main ways to get a hold of us. If you see us on the street, don't throw things at Danny.
Yeah. This is going to be so hilarious. This is going to be wow. Hashtag WTF Idaho. Yeah, that's right. Hashtag WTF Idaho. That's where you find us.
Hashtag Fuck Idaho.
That's where you talk to us.
Or What the Fuck Idaho. That's the three hashtags we should do. Hashtag What the Fuck Idaho. Hashtag WTF Idaho. Hashtag Fuck Idaho.
Yeah.
Hashtag Danny has a tiny penis.
Yeah. That's already a hashtag. We just haven't met it yet. And the Photoshop of the tiny penis it's already been created. Rule 34. It's already there. Already. You said it, so it is there somewhere.
Yeah, we could either just like try to end this, or I can keep going.
I thought we did end it.
We could either end this, or we can keep going. But the longer we keep going, the more random video and picture footage I'm going to have to throw in there.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. It
No.
just means I'll have to dig deeper into the archives of Danny's life.
No.
And, they took all those pictures, the baby pictures. No, they left your baby book. Ooh.
No.
Yes. I'm going to have to dust off my scanner.
No. WTF Idaho. That's where we find us.
Yes. But for now, we'll sign off for possibly the last time,
Yeah.
as it's not that late.
Oh, it's not that late live.
It's not
Going
live.
off or quitting.
Cat.
Because it was not that late live.
It's not that late live, not live anymore. It's not that late's dead. It's not that late dead with dead due to the company.
Well, you're just going to put it on the shelf for a day or two.
It's not that late?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
You'll bring it back out one day.
Probably. But there's no guarantee of that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's
Shit
not
happens.
Yeah. It's not that late. We'll always be there. It's not like we're taking down the page or renaming it or anything like that. Everything's a separate thing. There's still going to be It's Not That Late out there.
Who knows, man? If this thing takes off and people go to it and look at the videos and the videos go crazy,
We could do It's Not That...
maybe we just have to roll with It's Not That Late.
We can do It's Not That Late presents What the Fuck, Idaho.
Easily. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't flush it down the toilet just yet, but we can do whatever we want. Whatever happens.
But anyway, for now, that's all from It's Not That Late. Possibly forever, but hopefully not.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
We'll see.
Check out
What
our-
the fuck, I don't know.
yes, you'll hear us at What the Fuck, Idaho.
Yeah.
We never really did a signature sign off.
No,
It's
we
Not
just
That Late,
we just
did
turned
we?
it. We just
It
tried
just
to we
shut
just tried
everything
to
off.
turn it off when no one was paying attention. Because I always had the button, so like sometimes you'd be like in the middle of saying, and I just turn you off. Yeah. We just turned off random. So I would actually just kind of keep that. Click.